Welcome back. You're in the know with Eon Tempo, just bringing y'all a review on Goldewater. This is ions, this is sun energy. This is pure AU. We're talking about the chemical or element compound, the name for it. You don't want this out of bounds. Right. So, gold. I'll start off there. Gold is a substance that is created out of a supernova. It's a rare substance on Earth that people literally will kill over and die over, and it's been going on for centuries, right? It has to do with the fact that it's such a rare element, and a lot of people don't understand that it's very conductive of electricity. How does that affect you, you might ask? How is that beneficial for you? Gold is a compound. When put in the body, it helps to conduct the electricity, which the body is primarily based off of, right? You have your nerve functioning, you have your veins and whatnot, the whole ions and polarization of it causes your muscles to contract, so you need a very strong electrical state. So how does this really help you in the other aspects of it? Basically it does that, and it increases that for you. So we basically are made of 102 minerals, and gold is actually a missing mineral from us, or we don't have as much gold as we used to because of our diets. They don't have as much gold in the food due to the lack of it. So it's a very rare mineral, and the ancient ones knew this. So that's why you see these tombs with gold coverings and with the pharaohs in Egypt, or you could say Kemet, right? That's what the original name for that region was. And they knew that intaking gold and just being around gold helped to reduce radiation, talking about infrared radiation, and actually increase the absorption of other types of energy and frequencies that we can't perceive with our normal eyesight, such as ultraviolet rays. And in this, the whole thing, it helps to activate melanin, which melanin creates so much of our reality we're not fully aware of. And that's another topic I'll get into on other videos about triple darkness, the 3D, all of that. So basically, the good thing about Goldewater, and I'll demonstrate how to take it, then I'll go in about the good thing, you know what I'm saying? So first you want to squeeze the top, right? See all that goodness. Yeah, so you just need a drop or 2 drops a day. So my experience with, after taking Goldewater, I had a lucid dream. So a lucid dream is basically when you're awake, you're aware during a dream. So essentially, you wake up to yourself dreaming, right? I know a lot of people have experienced this, or you might not have remembered, because when you wake up, you don't remember the dream unless you write it down, or it's such a significant dream or premonition. So basically in the dream, I drove to a familiar spot. I ended up parking and walking. I believe I was with my cousin. I'm just gonna say. Anyways, I ended up going to a school, and I basically stumbled upon a backpack, and it had some, I would say, some Doritos and some keys as well. So basically I I was confused. I think at that point I realized this is a dream. Like, so I was like aware, and then I just walked back, and the thing is, like, you're not actually walking. It's like you're almost like you're teleporting. Like, everything is just one. You're just connected. So basically, I just ended up continuing to walk, and I ended up in like a next spot. I didn't recognize where it was, but I was on like the outskirts. It didn't have a sidewalk. There's a lot of cars passing. However, it's like you're on the side of the road and it's not paved, basically. And then I saw some people walking by. You know, I just was aware that they weren't paying attention. They were just so focused in their technology, and it just made me start to think about thinking in the dream. That's the beautiful thing about it. Like, I literally was thinking in the dream that, man, people are really stuck, like, so into technology that they're not even taking in life and how much beauty is around them. And, you know, just really, even the good and the bad, sometimes there's ugly things too around you, but, you know, we're just so disconnected from our reality in a way. That's the kind of thoughts that were going through my head. And then I saw somebody. It's almost like I saw a person. They looked back at me, and then the dream ended after that. But I just thought I'd share that with y'all, and the type of experiences you can have off of lucid dreaming. A lot of it was due to me having more energy being pumped through the hippocampus and all of these different areas of the brain to allow me to get into these altered states of consciousness. So I just thought it would be a fun story to share with y'all about my experience with Goldewater. And yeah, I'll leave the link in the bio about where you can get it. And yeah, this is good stuff, and it's black owned business. You know, 2020 year of the black ownership. A bunch of things are going in. You just gotta get prepared and lock in to what you want. So with Goldewater, it just reminded me, because, you know, I don't know if you guys know, I'm a very big anime fan since I was a youth in Jamaica. I remember getting my first Goku action figure, right? And this anime always stuck with me, and I believe it's just the fact that we have so much potential as human beings, that we have this thing called ki energy that flows through us. And science, you know, they try to discredit it in ways, but they can't understand the other fundamentals of the metaphysical world. So basically, what I'm trying to get to is that when Goku would transform, he would transform with a gold aura. His crown, his hair would just begin to glow with golden light, and basically his hair would get stand up straight towards the sun. So I just found that very powerful and ironic, just in the fact that how gold itself is represented as ascension past certain realm, like certain aspects of life, like the triple darkness, and I'll get into it, as I said before, in other videos. But basically with gold and taking gold, you're basically heightening your functions of your brain and allowing yourself to perceive and get downloads from different consciousness, different states of consciousness, and bring that and manifest that into your reality. And you wonder why they were the greats, because they thought outside the box. They weren't trying to be somebody else. They were trying to tap into more of their core frequency, more of their genius, their unique genius, right? So we all came on here different, as a different being, a different entity, to be able to add to the collective of society in a very positive way, I believe. Because if it's negative, you're not doing anything with your time. Even if you're doing things that seem to be negative, at some point you're gonna reach a state of climax where there's only so far that can go, and you use that to further yourself, if you get what I'm saying, into a state in which you can help others even from experience. So basically the whole idea of Goku, he really comes from the Egyptian mythology, which is Egyptian parables of Heru, which was Horus. Basically, Heru represented the sun who came down to save humanity as this extraterrestrial being. And you have other variations such as Superman, right? They're both Goku, Superman, right? Their planet was destroyed, and they came down here with the intent to help others. They were sent down by their parents, I mean to say first. And this is linked back to the story as Osiris and Isis. They sent their son down, Heru, which represents these two other characters. I just found that to be interested in, just the fact that, you know, these characters, they're just aspects of ourselves. So basically the sun is just representing parts of you that is to be your own savior and to rise above challenges such as what Heru has to, or Horus has to overcome by battling Set, which represents fears, false evidence appearing as real, and these things, these aspects in society that we feel that we can't, or that it's a real challenge, is what brings out more of our truth and more of our strength. So I just thought that's interesting, and you can link this back to just taking care of yourself and being able to put yourself in positions in which you can be successful in life. And this starts off with baby steps. Think of it as a journey, right? You're waking up every day, you don't know what's gonna happen, so don't put too much energy into a final destination rather than just enjoying the journey, enjoying every process, good or bad. Just know that you'll get to where you want to get to at some point. Just keep believing and putting the energy in, and lock in. Is in me.